But the next day she was back, this time with another disguise.
Sam Spade?
Yes?
I'm from Western Union. I have a telegram here from President Truman.
What?
I'll read it to you. Dear Sam, confess. Signed, Harry.
Scram! Beat it! Go away!
That's no way to talk to the president.
Out! Out! But the third day topped everything. She posed as a private detective.
Sam Spade?
Yes?
I'm Sally Shovel. Now listen, chum. We're in the same racket, pal, and I want to help you, buddy, so why don't you confess, Mac?
You're a private eye?
Also ear, nose, and throat. I put everything into my work. Now, confess, Doc. So you murdered Benson. So what? I've been mixed up with a few keepers. Or is it capers?
In your case, it's keepers. Now go away.
Well, Lieutenant, that's when Spade came to see me again. Looking much older.
Yeah, we hit on a brilliant scheme. We decided that I should confess to the murder. Then George would pretend to take me to the city hall to surrender, and Gracie would forget the whole thing.
But Gracie did something we didn't count on.
What was that?
While I was going to pick up Spade, she called the police.
Oh yes, that's where I come into the picture. She called me.
Suppose you tell us what happened then.
Well, when I got to the house, she said,
Officer, there's a desperate criminal on his way here to confess a murder. As soon as he confesses, you can grab him.
"Don't worry, lady, I'll,
That must be him.
You wait in the next room, he may be armed."
Oh, he is. There's one hanging from each shoulder. You call me if you need me.
Hello? Where's everybody?
Never mind. What's your name?
Bill Goodwin.
What did you do with the body?
I took her home.
What did you do then?
I dumped her out.
Ah, she was dead, eh?
Sure, that's why I took her home.
You've done a pretty terrible thing, young man.
Tomorrow I'll send her some flowers.
Oh, you're a real killer.
Well, sure.
Now tell me everything you did tonight.
I will not. Who are you, her father?
No?
Well, in that case, I'll tell you then. Another fellow and I double dated. We met the girls and the four of us went into a restaurant for dinner. I ordered 4 cups of Maxwell House coffee.
Then what?
I told the waiter to bring the other people some too. See, I wanted them to taste the rich, mellow goodness of Maxwell House. It's America's favorite coffee, you know.
Yes, I know. What happened then?
Well, that's when the girl and I got into a fight.
Aha, what about?
She caught me drinking her Maxwell House coffee.
But you'd had 4 cups.
Well, when you taste that good, the last drop flavor, you just don't know when to stop. You know, Maxwell House is a blend of the finest Latin American coffees, radiant, roasted to the peak of flavor perfection.
Well, officer, did he confess to murder? Bill Goodwin!
He confessed everything, Mrs. Burns. He got mixed up with a girl, and now he's headed for the chair.
You're nuts. When I get mixed up with a girl, I head for the divan.
I mean the electric chair. You killed a girl.
Are you kidding? All I killed was 5 cups of Maxwell House coffee.
Yes, officer, this is the wrong man. Sam Spade is the one you want to arrest.
Sam Spade is in trouble? Ah, gee. I was going to hire him to find someone for me.
Who?
Girl about 5'2", red hair, green eyes. Terrific figure. Drives a Cadillac convertible.
Oh, when did you last see her?
Who's seen her? I want Spade to find me one like that. Well, so long.
Well, there won't be any mistake this time, officer. Here comes my husband up the walk with the real murderer.
Yeah, anyone can tell that guy's a criminal. Look at the low forehead.
That's my husband.
Oh, well, this time I want to hear the confession before I make the pinch. I'll just duck into this closet.
Oh, poor Mr. Spade. I hate to think of him sitting in the electric chair. With those long legs, he'll be so uncomfortable.
Well, here he is, Gracie, ready to confess.
Yes, I can hide the truth no longer. I killed Benson.
Why did you do it, Mr. Spade?
That man murdered my mother, ruined my father, tortured my sister, and robbed my brother.
Ah, then it was nothing personal.
No, I just didn't like him.
Oh, how did it happen?
Benson was standing in a bar, see? I walked up to him, let him have 2 slugs, and he fell to the floor.
Oh, couldn't hold his liquor, huh?
You let him have 2 slugs from a pistol. Now keep quiet and let the man confess.
Yes, dear.
I never gave him a chance, see. I shot him down in cold blood, and as he lay on the floor, I pulled the trigger again and again and again. When the gun was empty, I stood over his body and laughed like the fiend that I am. Ha 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 ha! I should be locked up for 20 years. 30 years.
I'll make that 40.
Who are you?
I'm Reagan from Homicide.
I called him over to hear your confession.
Okay, come on, Spade.
Officer, wait a minute. Let me explain. Mr. Spade and I cooked up this whole thing together.
Oh, an accomplice. I'll take you along too.
Wait a minute. I've never done anything wrong in my life.
Well, of course not. He's my husband, the man who married me.
All right, so I did one thing wrong.
Come on, you two.
Well, Lieutenant, that's the whole story.
My apologies, fellows. You're both free to go.
Thanks. Come on, Sam. Let's get out of here.
You said it.
By the way, Mr. Burns, your wife's waiting outside.
Gracie? So long, George. I'm staying in jail.
So long.
Oh, hello, darling.
Hello, Gracie. Let's go.
Oh, I can't, sweetheart. I've got something important to do.
Hey, you've got that big hat and veil on again. Where are you going?
Well, while you were in jail, I heard Ellery Queen on the radio, and he arrested the wrong man.
Oh, no. You are not going to start this all over again, are you?
Join us again next Thursday when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Bill Goodwin, Harry Lubin, and the Maxwell House Orchestra, and yours truly.
Well, Gracie, next week we're going to have 2 guest stars, Mr. and Mrs. James Mason.
James Mason? He's that wonderful English actor who's so mean and so rough with women.
That's the man.
Gee, he might hit me. Oh, but with you here, he wouldn't dare. If he hit me, you'd show him. You'd hit Mrs. Mason.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all remember to help the National Safety Council cut down the terrible toll of home accidents. Be safe, be careful, don't be a Gracie.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.